spinning my story and it be shit like that. All that tough talk, you ain't built like that. You ain't hopping the shit, you ain't bring that shit man back. You ain't been in the...
Hey, yo, what up? Be okay in this motherfucker. It's gonna be okay in this motherfucker. Like, comment, subscribe, share, dislike, do all that, do something. We show some love, right? And so, if y'all not aware, right, y'all should have been, or y'all should be, right? I've made a video about Rashad Jamal tattoos being on two different sides of his face, right? So there are people that say, oh, well, the camera is mirrored. There's, you know, I'm a producer and right? So I did my research after all of that, right? Because I considered maybe I'm tripping, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm just tripping, you know what I mean? And I come to the conclusion that it's the same thing, you know what I'm saying? Nothing has changed. My perspective on this person has not changed, right? So with that being said, we have to understand this, right? When you're looking at the tattoo on one side and the other side, right? So if y'all haven't seen the video, go back and look at my video. It's called Rashad, Say Your Time Is Up, Homie, or something like that. Y'all just go watch it. Go scroll through the videos. You're going to see it's going to say your man's tattoo is on one side and the other, right? With that being said, right, understand this. This is what's going to blow your head off, right? In a sense, not physically blow your head off, but I'm talking about expanding your mind, right, into another one, right? So with that being said, let's consider this, right? If his tattoo were to be on the other side, right, there could only be a few ways that could happen, right? If, because y'all see that if y'all look in the video right now, you know what I'm saying, it's going to show that my nose ring is still on the left side. I'm not even recorded on the same, you know what I'm saying, device. I'm using the iPad now. You know what I mean? So it's like, bro, you gotta understand, like, bro, if you're using a different device, it's not gonna change the side, right? It's not gonna change the side, right? Unless you got just the camera is on two different sides on two different devices, right? With that being said, you would see there being a consistency between this side switching and that side switching on a consistent basis if that was the case. You know what I'm saying? This man's tattoo is only on one side on like maybe two videos. You know what I'm saying? So that's physically impossible. You know what I mean? The only way for that to happen is if you take the phone and you turn the phone, literally, you take the entire device and turn it around and you start recording from a different space. You know what I'm saying? And if you're doing that, how could you respond to comments? How could you see comments? You know what I'm saying? How could you see when your phone is dying? How could you stop the video? How could you start the video? How would you know if you're recording yourself unless you were in a mirror? You know what I'm saying? Unless I can see myself in a mirror, that is the only way I can see myself recording myself or hitting the record button or even having myself in the frame at all times, right? So if you in the frame at all times, that means you can see yourself. That means you had a phone. That means, you know what I'm saying? And don't get me, oh yeah, he could have switched his phone. He could have just got a new phone for that one day. Listen, he got a new phone for one day. Then there would have been extra videos like that. You feel what I'm saying? There would have been extra videos on the tattoo on that same side, right? So he didn't switch phones. I don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? There would have been a consistency of the tattoo switching from side to side. The only other way is if you take a photo, right, and you take the photo and you flip it on the other side. You know what I'm saying? But that wasn't a photo. This was a live recording, right? So the question lies in how and where did you have time to change sides on the tattoo? You either, it's only other a few options, right? You could have drawn it in. In that case, it wasn't real. You could have taken a fake tattoo and pasted it on your face. In other words, it wasn't real. You could have removed the tattoo and put it on the other side. In other words, you didn't take what you were doing in life seriously, so you put it on the other side, in that case, it wasn't real to you. You know what I'm saying? So, what I'm getting at is he isn't real. And that's just that, right? I don't care what none of y'all got to say. Oh, yeah, I'm a producer. And no. If you're a producer, you would know that the tattoo would consistently move from one side to the other. So what arguments do you have for this man having tattoos on two different sides of his face?